What it do? It's your boy Baki back with another one. I gotta go to work here in a little bit, but I just finished the first episode of The Penguin, and I want to talk about it for a little bit. So, if you didn't know, The Penguin essentially is right after the end of The Batman, the movie that came out a couple years ago, and this starts directly after. So, the Riddler blew up all of the levees, essentially holding all the water, allowing all the water to flood Gotham. Gotham is now flooded. The water's kind of receded, but all the damage of the water is still kind of around lingering in Gotham right now. Carmine was killed at the end of the Batman, and that now leaves a power vacuum for somebody to take over. You find out in this first episode kind of where Gotham stands and who is where, you know. The Maronis and the Falcones have always kind of been like the two major families of Gotham. Aside from the Waynes, I guess, right? And sorry, my cat is like going crazy. The Maronis are essentially kind of like, you know, under because of what Carmine had done. So I just wanted to talk a little bit about the Penguin's first episode and what I enjoyed about it. If there were any dislikes or anything like that, and kind of go from there. First off, Colin Farrell as the Penguin is absolutely killing it. They changed his name from Oswald Cobblepot to Oz Cobb is his name in the show now. It's not a short nickname or anything. It's literally Oz Cobb. I mean, it could still be Oswald Cobblepot, I guess you could say. Maybe like that's his full government name and they just started calling him Oz Cobb, but that's his name in this show. The episode is filled with so many charming moments, not only from the Penguin, just from the visual standpoint of how it's shot. There's a part where a guy is shot, you know, I don't want to get into too spoiler heavy because it just came out, but there's a part where a guy is shot, and when he's shot, Penguin's already sitting in a chair and the guy's sitting in the other chair, and it's kind of like a dope little side pan of both of them, you know. And there's so many moments like that in this first episode that I think this show is not only written well, but it's shot well, which I think is very, very important. I love Oz in this, bro. Colin Farrell just feels so perfect for this role in the way that he's portraying Penguin, to where Penguin feels very natural. He doesn't feel like he's always felt in almost every other depiction of the Penguin ever you could think of. He's always kind of, you know, it's very, very much like a bird, which is weird, right? Like, why is he like this? But I like that he's called the Penguin in this. Well, not yet anyway, but I like that he has this thing about him that makes him waddle, if you will, you know what I mean? So that's kind of his like Penguin-like feature, and his nose is kind of like beak-like, you know, but he doesn't act like a bird or do like really weird stuff or obsessed with birds, or, you know what I mean? There's nothing crazy like that. So I think because of that, I think that this is really, really starting to be a really good series off the first pilot episode. The first pilot episode has pulled me in. I love Penguin, I love Vic, I love Sophia, I love pretty much every character that's been introduced. Even Penguin's mom, you get to see his mom in a little bit of this, and she is just, you know, as I get older, I have such a empathy for like older people who go through like, you know, ALS or dementia or anything that's a crazy disease that, you know, deteriorates the body or brain, you know. And for his mom to still have these qualities where you could see that she's getting older and that's affecting her, but at the same time she still has that heart and like knows who her son is and who he should be, is epic and crazy, and I love it. What else was great about this? The score was really interesting. They had great music. There's so many moments so far that I thought was genius. See, there's a part in the towards the end of the episode where Oz is kind of like being chased, if you will, or something, and he does something really smart, and I literally said out loud, well, I would just do that. And then he did it, and I was like, genius, bro, genius. And it didn't even matter. 2 seconds later he still gets busted, but it was smart in the sense that like that's what a smart person would do. You know what I'm saying? That's just somebody who's thinking like, okay, I have a couple seconds, I got the edge, I got the time, let me make this play, and then go from there. You know what I mean? And that's exactly what happened, but it didn't work out for him. But either way, it was still really smart for them to do it that way. I thought that was genius. Overall, for a first episode, it's a very, very strong starting point. And I can't wait to see where the show goes. My only question is, will the Batman ever show up? Or are people just going to be getting murdered in Gotham for the next, like, 10 episodes? Because if the Batman doesn't show up, it's kind of like, well, where is he, you know? But something else I've noticed, too, is a lot of the murders so far have been, like, in the daytime. So Batman really can't be out anyway, you know? So there's that, too. I just noticed the G on the Penguin is like a nose. I just noticed that. Holy crap. I've been enjoying it, and so far I think it's a great start to the series as a whole. I really can't wait to see where it goes. I wonder if Batman's going to be in it. Even if not, you know, I've still enjoyed it so far, and I hope that it just gets better and better. You know, I love crime dramas and stuff like that, so it has a lot of weight to it. And it feels like it's a very smart move on Penguin's behalf to kind of push everybody's buttons a little bit to get the whole ball rolling. So I'm very excited with this. And with that, I just want to say good job, DC. You guys are knocking it out of the park with this show. This is how shows should be in the Marvel world, in my opinion. All the Marvel shows suck, bro. I'm sorry. I know you like Loki. I know you like Captain Falcon and the Winter Soldier and all this shit. Those shows are all terrible. And I'll tell you why. Because all they are essentially are moments to give you cameos for reasons that they forgot to put in the actual movies. Oh, we didn't talk about how half the world disappeared and it was an economic failure for the entire world. Oh, well, we'll put it in a show for 10 minutes and then there's your answer. Oh, we didn't talk about how there's a power vacuum now that half the billion people are gone. Oh, well, we'll put it in a show for you. Oh, we didn't talk about how Agatha got powers. Oh, well, you know, it's very much like filling in these little blanks that they forgot along their movies. Whereas this to me feels much more like fleshing out the world, getting to see the world. Think about how much you don't see in Captain Falcon, Winter Soldier, and that's right after the blip. That's right after 4 billion people fucking disappeared and came back, and there's like nothing, bro. There's no depth to be had whatsoever in that show. And that's my issue with, you know, Marvel in general, is majority of their shit is so shallow you could like pick it apart in half a second, you know. Whereas here, we had a somewhat decently movie, you know, the Batman, right? But it still had like, it still wasn't enough because it's a movie, right? You don't get enough of the background shit. But here, we're really seeing a lot of the background. You're seeing a lot of Gotham, you know? They show you a lot of Gotham in this fucking show so far, and I love that. They show you highways, freeways, trains. They show you, you're seeing the city, you're feeling that you're being a part of the city just like anybody else. Hell, fucking Oz takes the train at one point. You know, these kind of moments to me help make the world of Gotham from the Batman feel that much more tangible and feel like you can completely understand like how somebody can lose their life here or get lost in the sauce of what Gotham is. You know what I mean? So that's what I absolutely love about the show. No gripes or any complaints, really. I have no gripes at all. No issues. I love this first episode from start to finish. If I had to rate it, I'd give it a 9.5 out of 10. I don't really rate a lot of 10 out of 10s. You know what I mean? But I'd give it a 9.9. Fuck it, bro. It's a 10 out of 10. That was a perfect episode. I enjoyed it. And I loved Sophia, bro. Sophia looked like she had that sanity with that insanity factor. Oh, man, it was so good, bro. It was so good. I can't wait for a second episode. I might do like one of these quick little review episodes for each one or something like that. Let you guys know. But I absolutely enjoyed it. You guys should watch The Penguin if you haven't done so. And I'll see y'all on the next one, baby. Peace.